Planned Brotherhood is not affiliated or associated with Planned Parenthood, douchebags. Planned Parenthood, douchebags, is a registered trademark of Planned Parenthood, douchebags, Federation of America Incorporated. Enjoy the show.
It must have been, it must have been, it must have been a happy time. It must have been, it must have been, it must have been a happy time. The sun would shine, the candy bars, Kool-Aid flowing like wine, the comic books, the TV shows, the bubble gum, the kitty cat.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to episode 134 of Planned Brotherhood. And excuse my cold, Valentine's episode is coming up precisely a week late, as it turns out. But we appreciate you hanging in there. If you're not a Facebook fan, do that. I went right into plug mode. We're good. Enjoy the show. Mark, first-time guest. Mark. Enjoy, Mark.
I'm getting new ideas all the time. So how do you guys edit this thing?
We cut out these awkward pauses. I don't know.
I think your viewers might want to know that a little bit.
Viewers?
Or your listeners, excuse me.
Listeners?
That's my other topic. You guys should switch to the video format.
That's not going to happen. No. I think that the editing is pretty obvious, glaringly obvious when it comes out. Tones of voices change and laughs are mid-cut off.
Is that a slam against my editing?
No.
It's only what I'm left to work with.
It was a joke. You gotta do the best you can do. I understand that from back when I edited.
So Nick does all the editing?
Yeah, for the most part now. Although last week's episode, PJ edited, so I hope everybody enjoyed that.
That's inside baseball.
Sometimes people want to hear about that shit.
They
Mark's
do.
drawing
I do.
back the curtain, and I don't
know.
like it. I'm naked on the other side of it.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, and we've done video twice. We did 2 live shows, and I could not be more insecure about people seeing what I look like when I laugh, for instance.
Yeah, sure.
Too much teeth.
Plus, I have to admit that last week in the episode, you were pretty drunk and laying on the couch, and like your shirt was all up and stuff like
I
that.
apologize.
Not a good
Jesus
video
Christ.
segment. But this episode with Mark is 4 months in the making. We booked you on Halloween, right? Or the day before, I guess, technically.
Yeah, at least.
That was a fun party.
Yeah, I think I wanted to do it ever since the horror episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
when
which
you
you
were in
sat-
the background.
Right. Har needs to come back, too.
Yeah.
We got to cut this short, buddy. Sorry.
He's
Har's on his way.
Expressed
You need
interest.
to give up your microphone for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Get a
Halloween
fucking
party was
mic.
fucking awesome. I was just looking at pictures of it the other day online.
Yeah, and we talked about it a little bit here on the show. I don't know if you heard that or not. But reminder, you were Freddy Krueger that night.
I was, yes.
And planting fear to PJ's wife for no reason at all, except for to make me laugh. And it worked.
Yeah, that was a terrible night for me.
What?
Oh,
Why?
We had lots of fun.
Girlfriend drama.
Really?
So much, yeah.
Oh, she was the Avatar, right?
The
She was
Avatar,
the
yeah.
Na'vi.
I did not get the Avatar sex. That's how bad the night ended up for me.
I didn't notice any tension going on. She was kind of with the ladies all night.
Yeah, we
And
hung
us
out
men
by the
were-
van a lot.
Yeah. No, that was what caused the tension. And then
What, that you were leaving her for the
kind of. And then some
loving
girl,
embrace of marijuana?
yeah, some girl just started like playing with my Freddy Krueger claws, and then she got really insecure and
Really?
yeah. Then she did the whole like, I'm not gonna cause a scene, but I am gonna cause a scene. And then I was just like, oh, not happening. We got to get the hell out of here.
She connected her hair to a horse or whatever happens. I'm trying to make an Avatar joke, but I realize how little I care.
That's too bad.
That's too bad. We were having fun with you. I had no idea that was going on.
I had only ever met her on Halloween, so I met her the Halloween before that,
Yeah.
and that Halloween.
What
now
was
it's
she?
over.
What did she go as that time?
I don't remember. You
She
guys
was the
were
Bumblebee.
yeah, and you were Phantom of the
Fan
Opera.
of the opera. Yeah.
Nice. Next year it should be a conglomeration of the two. Freddie Phantom?
Freddy Phantom.
No?
That's a hard one to pull off. You know, like
It sounds like you have both the costumes, just mesh them together.
wear like the cape, the claw,
Yeah.
paint your face, and then wear the half mask.
And to go back to this, she was upset because some girl was playing with your Freddy claw,
Yeah.
like in a suggestive way.
Yeah, like caressing herself, being like, "Oh, don't hurt me."
Was it my
Don't hurt
wife?
me." No, it was not your wife.
Good, thank God. Yeah, I don't remember any tension or anything like that. And you guys,
Well, it went down pretty fast.
I think you left before us. Come to think of it,
I did. Well, once I noticed that there was going to be a whole lot of drama, and then I was going to have to chase her around the party the whole rest
did
of
you
the night.
guys have like a fight in the bathroom? And you're like, "Don't do this to me now! Don't do this now!"
No, but she was like, "Why don't you go flirt with that other girl?" And then I was kind of like, "Oh, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
We're out of here."
Yeah, but in fairness to your ex-girlfriend, you were disappearing for like an hour at a time to be with us out by the van smoking
Who can
pot.
blame him? Who can blame him?
She was invited. Okay,
Is she not a smoker?
she's not a smoker.
Oh,
no.
okay. Well,
No.
yeah. We're just bumming her out talking about the ring outside. She doesn't want to be there. Are you making notes over there? I can't tell what you're doing.
He's drawing pictures.
Oh, jeez.
Drawing a really terrible eye. I like this pen. This pen spews a lot of ink, and I like it.
So yeah, speaking of ex-girlfriend,
Speaking of getting new female piece.
Yeah.
Yes, go on.
This leads me into my my conversation topic, I guess, is relationships.
Oh, boy.
I know. Oh boy. Going-
There's going to be a couple of these coming up in a row. Hope everybody can handle it. Hope
Yeah.
everything's going great with everybody else's love lives. Because this is a bitter room right here.
Oh, that's what I want to
doing
get
all right.
into. That's,
Yeah, a few days okay.
Love is a fucking battlefield, man.
We are young, at least.
You're either out there getting decimated or you're dropping nukes on Japan.
You guys want to play Risk after this? Not to dwell too much on this, but you say it's about relationships, so let's start at the beginning. This was Halloween. How long after that before you guys officially broke up?
We broke up 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
So
so this
I'm-
is a fresh wound.
I don't know if I'm wounded.
Were you living together?
No,
No.
but she would hang out at my house like every day.
Yeah.
And how long had you guys been seeing each other?
4 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, that's got to be rough, man.
No, well, I'm going through like this time right now where every single relationship around me is totally failing.
Yeah.
Like my cousin's parents just got a divorce after like 35 years of marriage. Paul, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then like this chick that I work with just divorced her husband. She's younger than I am. 4 of my friends that have been in long-term relationships have all broken up with their relationships.
Yeah, I saw you at McGuire's a couple of weeks ago, and there was some very horny Mormon there who was just talking about having just left her husband or something like that.
Yeah.
She talked about that. She talked about a few things. She talked about breaking up with her husband. She talked about how incredibly hot she was. She talked about how incredibly drunk she was. She talked about how incredibly horny she was. And she talked about what an incredibly good mother she is.
First question, was she hot or delusional?
I don't think she was that hot, no. She had some flaws for sure.
But a horny Mormon, how often do you get to tap
6.5
that?
out of 10. 6.5.
6.5 out of 10. I might even give her a little higher than that, but she wasn't banging quite like she thought she was. And she was flirtatious. She flirted with me a little bit.
That never happens to me.
Until some guy came around and,
Yeah, that
started
guy's a
sucking her tits at the bar.
douchebag, though. She ended up calling me up after that and wanting to hang out with me that night. But
Really
I
liked
don't-
that night. That was a
she's
crazy night.
too crazy. I don't go for the ones with kids.
So ever since
That's what makes her crazy, the kids?
No, the Mormonism. That's what makes her
Yeah.
crazy.
after the breakup, did you shed some tears and then just go out creeping or what? Were you
This is-
immediately on the town like, oh,
Or did
now's
you have
my
some
time.
downtime?
Now's my time.
4 years, yeah. You go
Well,
one way or the other. Either you shelter yourself inside, although you wouldn't be here right now if that were the case,
I
or you
think-
fucking get back out there. I'm
Well,
talking like I know.
The issue was really, do I want to marry this girl? I've been with her for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I not want to marry her and date other people? The answer is the second option.
So it sounds like you had an ultimatum thrown down at you.
Gradually, over time.
Yeah. So tell us about this new girl you've been dating because,
Wait. It's only been 2 weeks. You're dating a new girl?
well,
Dating
kind
is
of,
such a
right?
strong term.
I mean, you were talking a little bit about the other night. You were talking about how you tasted peaches when you walked in today.
Okay,
So
Yes, peaches are delicious, by the way.
I could eat a peach for hours.
No, but
That's from
okay.
Face
So
Off.
like this kind of segues me into what I want to talk about. Relationships is like.
That's what we do, buddy. We segue.
Yeah, we
I know.
provide this.
I know, but relationships are like. To me, I can
Like
think of.
assholes and elbows.
Well, I can think of an ideal relationship to have. A relationship where you can be honest with someone, even if you're going to go, say, do heroin off of a prostitute. Do something that's going to really shock someone. But if you can be honest with someone about all that vile, disgusting stuff that you do, it's actually a real solid relationship based on trust and honesty.
I agree with that. Like even murderous couples have probably some of the best relationships ever. They're
Yeah, because they can share that bond.
Yeah.
And that's
And the sex is crazy.
You know-
sex is crazy. At
Yeah.
least that's what movies and episodes of crime procedurals tell me, is that they're more in love than anybody you've ever seen.
Yeah.
But relationships take time to build. They don't just. I mean, some people are crazy and they're like instantly connected to you and will tell you anything. But most of the time, you have to build up trust. You have to form a relationship. You have to break through all their personal issues and all the trauma that they've gone through.
So is that what you're doing now? Is out there looking for relationships? Let's get to Peach Face. I can't think
Is
of a
code name?
Sorry, I
Is
don't
your
mean to
actual
rush it
name
along.
Peaches? I was confused by the peaches.
No. Mark came in saying that he tasted peaches on his lips
I
because
did.
of this girl's chapstick today.
Oh, I see. That's cute. That's like 8th grade cute.
Yeah. No, but that
Literally lip smackers. And Hello
that reminds
Kitty
me of a quote, though. This guy says, emotions are the strongest drugs. So it's kind of like, like something as mundane as that might actually leave a very strong impression on somebody.
Yeah,
It's like a goddamn drug, though.
yeah.
It'll trick your ass.
Okay.
Tell me more about Peach Face. I know
Yeah.
nothing about her.
Yeah, let's hear it. I thought we were going somewhere here.
I don't want to, put her on blast.
no,
No,
I'm
you
not
don't have
asking you to.
But you got to tell the story about how
She
you
might
met this
listen. I just
girl.
totally was like, I'm going to go do the podcast.
I know. But you got to tell the story about how you met this girl and you went for a walk on the Greenway, right?
I have to share this with all the listeners.
If you don't want to, you don't have to, but it's a funny story.
Otherwise, let's let PJ tell it. He seems to know the details.
No, I don't want to make Mark uncomfortable. We don't have to talk
Well,
about
okay,
that.
we can talk about it in a vague way. We'll just say
Yeah, we don't
this.
have to name names or anything.
Just imagine if you're casually on a date, might be on a greenway somewhere, walking on a paved road, on a nice sunny day, just holding hands, having a nice little flirtatious walk, and then you get assaulted by a Neanderthal.
What?
That's kind of
That was a curveball I did not see coming.
But I remember my favorite part of the story was that, like, you had been studying jujitsu or something like that, so you knew exactly how to fall when you got attacked.
well, he just pushed me, and it was just a break fall. It's not like I'm like some magical
Was this
wizard.
something personal, or was he stealing your wallet, or what happened?
No, I was with his
Oh, I see.
lady friend or relatively recent breakup lady friend. So
So was it a full-out altercation? I don't know if I should be asking you more questions.
Yeah.
Did you fight back? I've never been in a fight.
well,
I've-
I didn't really want to fight back. I mean, like you steal a guy's girlfriend and then you beat him up. It's not good business. That's bad karma, man.
So you knew that she was with this guy?
no.
Well, he found out quickly.
Yeah.
yeah,
no
but I
kidding.
mean, it became pretty apparent in the situation.
Right. Man, that's insane.
Like I was saying, love's a damn battlefield out there, man. Relationships are crazy. That's why I don't want to dating is such a strong term. Like slow down.
But you're not the guy who's like, oh, I'm just going to go a while without seeing any girl whatsoever. Like, you're back out there already.
Well, I've been
And you're
practicing-
making out with a girl regularly
I've been
whose boyfriend
practicing
beat you
my-
up on the Greenway. So.
my skill set. So
Okay.
there's a guy out there in the world that can go up to a girl and just be confident and introduce himself and talk to her.
I'm gonna raise all the boundaries if we want to talk about.
We don't.
Oh,
You
come
don't
on.
want
I just
to?
want to hear a little bit.
I said before that just because I have such a deep hatred for the guy.
Well, okay, we'll just talk about it in the context of pickup artistry. Like there's a society of guys out there.
We're talking about Robert Downey Jr.
No, but they're
Have you ever seen The Pickup Artist?
No, I've not
with
seen
this
it.
guy, this host named Mystery.
Oh, no. I thought I was still hung up on the Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, no,
movie.
no.
No, I've heard of this guy, Mystery, though. He's the guy that wears boas and stuff, right?
Yeah. And why
Correct.
does he do that, Mark?
It's called peacocking.
Called peacocking.
And what's that? Just making yourself known without having to talk? Like
It's-
making
it's
an
Like,
introduction?
You know, there's a 10 guys walking through with Abercrombie and Fitch shirts, but the girl's going to go, hey, there's a guy up there wearing a suit made of velvet and a hat that's 4 feet high and a big feather boa. Every girl has looked at you since you walked in here.
It draws attention to you. It's like, bam,
I have a tie-dye
look
shirt.
at
Would
me.
that work?
His whole theory then is, if he's looking all crazy and then they look at him, but then he's there with a hot chick, now they're going to be like, this guy's really cool. He's here. He looks like a fucking idiot, but he's with that hot chick. He's got some mystery.
I
What
feel
if you
like
don't
all
know
they're
any
going to
hot
think
chicks?
is this guy must have a reality show, because also there's cameras
Or
everywhere, too.
he hired this girl to stand
Yeah.
there.
And girls are going to fuck anybody who's got a camera crew following them in the age of reality TV.
Yeah, but there is actually a whole group of average day guys that want to get better at girls, and there's kind of like a support group for those guys online. It's like an underground community. There's all kinds of fucking weird online communities that people are into.
Sure.
You've got like those LARPers.
But you can't tell me that Mystery is part of this community. He's
He's the founder.
he's a millionaire.
Sure.
He's out there. He's the guy that just just says a bunch of shit that he probably doesn't even believe and collects a whole bunch of money. You know what I mean?
Sure, to an extent, yeah.
You think that Mystery really wants to go out there every day peacocking as he does, like if he had the job I had and was making like $28,000 a year, he's going to go spend half of that money on clothes and then go out to bars and do this every day? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no one in Yakima doing that for any...
You might be surprised.
But there's no... I don't know. Just, he can really go for it. This guy Mystery can really go for it because he's rich and
Sure.
he has a television show that's about that.
But going for it doesn't have to mean you have to be rich, You can... I always prefer to work smarter, not harder.
So you were in a relationship for 4 years prior to this, and
I
did
like
you
that. Smarter, not harder. Sorry.
did you have a do you have a problem approaching girls? Is that why this is helpful? Because I certainly do. I can't approach girls at all. So I'm wondering if before your long-term relationship, like if you were a guy that could go up to a girl at a bar.
I didn't really have a huge problem talking to girls. I mean, obviously, I'm not the guy that could walk in to the bar, walk up to the hottest chick and be like, bam, you're going home with me right now.
Well, that wouldn't work.
It's
a terrible line.
Yeah. But, I mean, I didn't have a problem with girls. It definitely wasn't an issue for me to find a girlfriend or to get a date. It's kind of a little unfair that I've gotten into this stuff because, it's like I was already kind of doing fine, and now you get all these
Now
new
you're
skill
unstoppable.
sets. Not unstoppable, but definitely moving up the ladder.
Yeah. So why are you tying yourself down with peach lips then?
It's not about tying yourself down. It's about exploring relationships.
Yeah. Exploring the body.
Well, it's
Exploring sexuality.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
peaches are nice.
Put your hands down there.
Something like that.
Hey.
But no, it's kind of like, and I mean, relationships in general. Like right now, I'm hanging out with you guys. This is a relationship, I'm exploring this relationship to an extent.
whoa.
It's a broship.
Yeah.
It's a relation broship.
Yeah.
No, I see what
A
you're
relationship. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, but what makes a relationship rewarding? Like if I kind of think about dating like friendships, you have more than one friend, right?
Sure.
And
We
you
got
have
upwards of 6, 7.
8.5.
That's a pretty
I'm
good number.
working on this one guy. He's going to come around on me real quick.
But okay, so in those relationships, some are definitely more rewarding than others, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Because you're really boring. That's why. My other friends aren't. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Some people you connect with 100% on one level. Some people you connect with 100% on another level. And some levels are more important than the other ones. You know what I mean? Like every one of my friends, like I've got a friend who this is the guy who I love going to a bar with, like one-on-one. I'll go to a bar with him anytime. Another friend is like, I love him just as much, but he's not the guy who I just want to go to the bar with.
Right,
me,
absolutely,
him,
yeah.
One-on-one. But, if I want
I've
to
got the
talk
friend that
about
makes me
something
laugh,
like that,
but he's dumb, so I can,
Yeah.
I don't really have that friend, by the way. Nobody sit there and feel bad for themselves.
Yeah, so I see what you mean, Mark.
So
I'm agreeing with
what
you.
level is most important then?
What level is most important in a friendship?
Yeah.
In a platonic friendship?
Yes.
Probably the drinking.
The drink-
What kind of drinking companion are they? Yeah.
Okay. That's
No, that's fair.
that's fine with me.
No, you know, all my best friends are the ones who you know, are in our circle. Har, Sean, stuff like that. I met
But
them,
elaborate.
like 10
How
years
does that?
ago.
I was thinking about this today. I was driving down to the store, and I was thinking about like I saw this guy walking down the street, and I was like, that guy's a fucking idiot. And I was like, I would never want to hang out with that guy. But then I started thinking deeper of why do I not want to hang out with that guy?
Well, you can judge a book by its cover, I think.
Well,
Like,
he was carrying a Bible. That was essentially
there
what
you
what
go.
set-
That's all.
set me
That's
off.
all you need.
So
I told you I have 6 or 7 friends. Like I don't like anybody
yeah.
at all. Yeah, I totally prejudge like that. And you know, I guess Nick O's my friend who I would go to way more than any of my other friends if I just wanted to like sit there and, you know, none of my other friends are going to answer the question, hey, you want to just go get like really crazy drunk right now?
Yeah.
They're never going to say yes. There's always, you know, a seat of responsibility somewhere in them festering.
So before we take it a step deeper, let's flip it to the other side.
Okay.
Which
I feel like this is a sales pitch.
which level is most important in a non-platonic relationship, in a female relationship?
PJ's more of a boobs man than an ass man. I know
That's
that.
true. Boobs. I don't know. You know, I've been in one major relationship in my life, and that's the one I'm still in. I guess comfortableness, comfortability.
Yeah, is that not a good answer?
No, that's a fine answer.
Like I have to be able to like be my neurotic self and do the things I do, like get into weird phases, be it with clothes or philosophies or anything like that. Like you know, my wife can weather the storm. This is really boring and like
No. Talk about how you're going to be a vegan for a couple of weeks.
no, never. I love meat. I love
So
it.
we'll put it to Nick then.
Oh, jeez.
What's the deepest level in a male relationship?
What's that?
What's the deepest level for a male relationship?
You know, I just want to steal PJ's answers and be done with this. You're talking about male
this
friends
is
of
a
mine.
Snooze.
No. I think he's going somewhere.
You started talking and it turned into a snooze fest.
That's okay.
That was me.
Yeah. How dare you? Ruining my survey here.
I think that
I like a good drinking buddy. I like
Yeah.
that aspect of a person. And if we're going to be real specific about it, like the reason I like hanging out with Sam so much is because I know that he's going to be at the bar when I get off of work, and we don't have to talk about anything except for movies, and we both
Yeah.
get a lot out of that.
you know what I like is texting buddies. Just
Yeah,
texting
yeah.
like anything, like what did you think of this movie, or you should see this, or
Yeah,
just,
we're
you know,
constantly
you thought of
texting each
something.
other.
Yeah, text buddies. That's
Text buddies.
Text compatibility is what I look for in a male friendship.
So okay, Nick, how about female relationship?
Oh, geez, it's been so long. Let me cast my mind back. Yeah, I like being comfortable with somebody, and to totally steal your answer, but that was the perfect answer. I think it's great to, you know, she'll have to deal with the fact that I have to fall asleep with the TV on, and it
Yeah.
just becomes a part of the relationship.
My wife adapted to that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just one thing, but it goes both ways, too. I'll fucking zip up your dress or tell you if you have lipstick on your teeth.
you have a very
those are lady-
stereotypical view of women.
No, those are lady issues.
It's like your past relationships have been with stereotypes.
Well, my most
I will
fre-
say that yesterday morning, and I just remembered this, and it's why I love my wife, is because she asked me if the whatever she was wearing made her butt look weird, and I said, no, your butt does, and she laughed hysterically. She thought it was hilarious.
See, signs of a good relationship
Yeah.
there. My last long-term relationship just got married. I learned from her Facebook page.
Yeah,
We're not
that's
even Facebook
interesting.
friends, and I found this out. Fucking Facebook, dude. And
Just
she's-
via the picture, right? But you don't know.
So
She
you can just
maybe she was
boycott
in maybe she was in a local play, and she gets married in the play or something like that.
But I don't even get a text.
Did
Why,
you-
why would I want that
This is
text?
a pincushion for,
Yeah.
for the
Oh,
listeners.
of course.
Did
yes.
you find this out because she changed her marital status? On
No,
Facebook?
I'm not even friends with her. We have a mutual friend on Facebook, and she commented on something of his recently.
And you know she commented on it just for you. But
No, she didn't.
She
She could
thinks
give a
about
shit.
you.
She's not storytelling crazy in that way. Like, she has stopped. Well, I guess she would reach out to me occasionally. Hey, Weezer's coming to town. That's the one thing we used to bond over.
Yeah. She was a weird girl, man.
Yeah, she was. I
know
agree.
what to think of her. I barely knew her.
I know. And that was a few years ago now.
Yeah.
Jeez, I really need to get back on that horse.
Yeah, she's been. Did you have any emotional action to that?
To seeing her
what I
that
would
she was
think?
married?
I would feel kind of badass because
Because I'm still single and awesome.
my wife and I were married young as virgins.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I think about like other people who are married, who had past relationships and stuff like that, I would just think about who's had sex with my wife. And I feel like out of nowhere, I would wake her up at 3 a.m. just to ask her, why'd you fuck that guy?
What
when
did
you
his
were
dick taste
16?
like?
7 years before you met me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you have that? You're like, oh, man, I fucked her.
I
I did her.
No, I'm not an asshole.
I loved her and left her, man. You don't know what you're in for.
First of all, she dumped me.
You feel like a badass over this guy, right? You're like, I fucked that little boy.
No, did you see the photo? He's
No,
a
I'm
handsome-
sure
he's a
she
handsome
looked like a
fella.
little boy.
She has long hair now, so a
Does
little
she
boy with
really?
long hair. Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. And her boyfriend or husband, I guess, looked to be Abercrombie and Fitch in
So,
stature.
are there profiles like completely shut down? You can't see what he does or anything like that. It's
I mean,
probably
I could
very
friend
successful.
request her. She friend requested me once shortly after we broke up just to fuck with me.
No, if you
And
friend
I-
request her now, she'd be like, it worked. I commented on Jeremy's status. I changed my profile picture just for that comment. And he friend requested
No,
me.
to her credit, there weren't a lot of mind games after we broke up, like there were with everybody else I dated.
Oh, well, that's cool then.
yeah. Anyway, we went off on our little tangent
I know,
there.
geez. No,
I-
that's good. Mind games. That brings me back to relationships.
Oh boy. Go to the notes.
Yeah, well, my second note here is
Move all that shake off
Yeah.
of the note.
I love you, G-Force.
Yeah, we're sponsored by GeForce tonight. I want to say that. I'm feeling great.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
So the second relationship thing, though, is that and you guys might have some comments to make on this because of your background. What kind of traumas and stuff, do people bring into relationships that other people that, like, can be completely innocent get judged for?
What
Like-
do you mean? Extrapolate.
Extrapolate. Okay, so I'll just use myself as an example. Right now, I'm out of a long-term relationship. If you want to, like, marry me right now, not happening. Not gonna happen.
You don't think so? You don't think that you could like be in like a lot of people will break up from a long-term relationship and be like, I am not going to ever date a woman again, and then they meet someone and get married in like 3 weeks and it's terrible. You don't think that you're in an emotional state where that could be triggered?
No.
No? Well,
No,
good.
not
God
there.
bless you. Please don't.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen. My dad.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I think that's kind of what I'm talking about, though, is with issues and traumas. Like, a lot of people are in really fucked up emotional states out there. Like,
Yeah.
getting into some relationships, you're opening a whole bad apple, man. You're not. It's
Yeah.
not going to be good. There's a lot of fucked up people out there. They're going to take all their shit and now drop it in your life.
I feel like relationships as a whole is a lot of settling. A lot of settling. You know what I mean? Because how unlikely is it that the love of your life happened to live in the same town as you at the same time when you were both at a certain age to where, blah, 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 and you got married? You just find people and you're like, fucking, yeah, you'll work.
Yeah, you
know,
make
and you'll
exceptions.
get together. Yeah. Right? I mean, it could happen a million times. Like, you could be deeply, madly in love. Like, with, my wife. Like, there could be, I'm only 29 now. If she were to die or something like that, like I could be
God
madly
willing.
in love again later on in life. And this is why I don't believe in I feel like the true test to a good marriage is the fact that when we've had those weird conversations, I forbid her from ever getting remarried. Like, I don't care if I die tomorrow when you're still only 27 years old. You will never have another relationship again for the rest of your life. I fucking mean it, too. And we'll argue about it. And I'm like, I don't care. You don't have my blessing.
Like, I don't even believe in an afterlife, but I will fucking haunt you.
And she's like, I would want you to be happy and get remarried. I'm like, but you know for a fact that I never would. I've been so spoiled by marriage now.
Really? So Alvina dead tomorrow. You don't think you'd ever date another girl?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, that's a love letter to her. It's like, hey, this is our Valentine's Day episode.
I would never want to go through all that awkwardness again of the beginning of the relationship, or the awkwardness of like the first time there was a poop stain in my underwear and my wife's washing it, or the going to the bathroom when the other one's in because you have to go to the bathroom so badly.
I don't believe in that, but
like, well, you don't know, man. You've never been married.
Live in a house
years.
with 2 bathrooms. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. But it is like what I'm saying is that to make it less cryptic, I'll say if I died tomorrow, my wife would theoretically, I mean, would very probably fall madly in love with someone who is the love of her life again, and she would remember me and go, "Oh man, I still loved him so much," and blah blah blah. And then this happened, and then I met this guy, and I love him so much. I don't want that fucking shit to happen. Are you kidding me? What if you're still conscious after death? I know you're not, but what if you were, and you're just forced to watch like your wife like banging around with some other guy afterwards? No, it's terrible. And I'm willing to make the agreement with her that like you don't do it, and then I won't do it either. But
it's easier for you.
But she knows like her 2 grandmothers are like 103 and 98 respectively. Like she's gonna live a long fucking time, and Dad has outlived everybody in our family so far already.
Yeah.
And he's only 55, and he's had a stroke and cancer and tons of shit.
It's not looking good for us.
Yeah, she knows that, like, if I live to my fullest life potential without something random happening, she's still going to have, like, 40 years alone after I die. And I do mean alone. Because it terrifies me how easily you can find another love of your life.
Yeah, I don't know, but because you guys have a kid, I feel like that in itself.
That'll always be a memory.
Right.
Yeah. But she will meet someone who's better than me, and 2, who she loves just as much.
I've got a quote for that.
Because it's so easy.
He's got a quote for
It's so easy to fall in love with people. It's not you're so lucky you met this person. You would have met somebody who you got along with at this level, no matter how much longer it would have taken. What's your quote?
I just broke up with my girlfriend, and this quote was running through my mind as it was going down. Love is overestimating the differences between 2 women.
Oh, that's pretty good, man.
No, it's a terrible quote.
Oh, I like it.
It puts you in a terrible frame of mind. I think that quote and the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World pretty much doomed my relationship.
The movie Scott Pilgrim did? Why? Because you fell in love with Ramona so badly?
No, but it got me thinking.
Like, I want to find my own.
No, well, it's like, okay, would I battle through 7 dudes to stay with the girlfriend that I had? No, I probably wouldn't. Especially if those dudes in that movie weren't that tough, but if they're like tough dudes.
Chris Pine was a fucking pussy in that movie.
Well, I mean, like if it was like, UFC fighting
Chris Pine
dudes.
wasn't in that. Chris Evans.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you pussy.
I had to fix that just for the listeners who would get mad. When those guys from Kissing Contest are listening to this show, I want them to know I know my shit. I should be a guest.
What are they going to do, Skype you in, or are you going to go over there?
They'll fly me to New York.
Why is it just me? You can't go out and do another podcast without me. We're a package deal.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Do you realize that?
Well,
if they don't have a 4th mic, then we don't
just
go.
Just because we're joined at the podcast hip, I mean, I'm going to start my own podcast.
Oh my God. Who would listen? Who would listen?
I'll probably take precedent.
Steal all the fans.
I know, right? I call it Planned Brotherhood, and then I sue us. And then, as co-host of Planned Brotherhood, I just sign away the rights. Nick, it's not a big deal.
Man, this could work. Don't fuck me, dude.
Brings me to item number 3 on the relationship list. Is trust. Can you ever really trust somebody?
Nope. Not in my experience.
Yeah.
I
pessimistically share that opinion.
Yeah.
I've got a good friend of mine. We've been through a lot of shit. And like once you've like stolen his girlfriend and once he's pretty much called you the most terrible names and like the most ruthless low blows that someone that's known you for years could give you,
Yeah.
And then
say
you're
a lot
like-
of hurtful shit.
you're dead to me, man. I'm not going to talk to you ever again. And then you don't for the next 9 months. But then you're like, hey, I forgive you.
About us.
You move on. Relationships grow like that. But through all of that terrible shit, I've kind of come to this honesty point of it's just kind of like, okay, at least you're not giving me the low blows right now. Like, like we can hang out and be honest about stuff.
So are you being friendly with your girlfriend, with your ex-girlfriend then?
Yeah, how's that?
I'm friendly with everyone. I'm a
Yeah.
friendly guy.
That seems like a pretty vague response.
I think that, like, obviously she's going to be hurt in this scenario. She envisioned us possibly being married, like this being a very long-term relationship.
And while not being a pothead, she didn't care that you smoked pot.
No.
Nice. That is one of the most important qualities of marriage, I think.
I think that you'd find that most people really don't care if you smoke pot,
Ooh.
as long as that's
I know
not
one
all
guy
that
that was
defines
here
your
last
life.
night whose girlfriend would leave him if she knew how much pot he actually smoked. Yeah.
But that's because his girlfriend is probably pretty ignorant to the reality of the
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Like, she likes him, and he still smokes pot, and she probably isn't going to like him any less if she doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
But in fact, if she did, the relationship would get a lot better because he could be even more open, more
Yeah.
honest with her, and give her more.
That's what I think sometimes about with my wife and I. There's a quote from a movie. The movie is Friends with Money, and it's not really a quote. It's more of a summary of a scene. But in Friends with Money, there's this scene where they're all sitting around a table having dinner together. Some of the friends had money, one of them didn't. And the husband of one of the ladies gets up and goes outside, and they go, "Oh my God, is he still?" And the lady's gone. The lady goes to the bathroom, and he steps outside, and they go, "Oh my God, is he still doing that? Is he still smoking cigarettes?" Oh, fuck, I'm forgetting it now.
No,
but
come on.
Is he still smoking cigarettes? How can they get along so well? She just doesn't even say anything about it. And then this lady's husband says, that's probably why they get along so well.
Yeah.
Is because she just deals with this habit. She understands that he has a habit. Like, me smoking cigarettes, it's very inconvenient for Alvina because I come in, she has to deal with the smell. I wash my hands and stuff like that. But it makes me happy to do it. Now, let's say I had cancer or some debilitating disease and I'm shitting my pants constantly and everything like that. Like, that's an inconvenience for her, but it's what needs to be. Or if I had to take some medicine that made me shit constantly or something like that, she would deal with that lovingly because it's a part of me that, it, causes an inconvenience. So, like, it's not like she has to go scrub her hands after smoking a cigarette. I'm perfectly willing
You just don't get a kiss for a couple hours.
It's not even that. I'll get a kiss after I brush my teeth and wash my hands really well. And I'm willing to do that after every single cigarette.
Right.
But, she just hears it's like, oh, I don't know. It's just a... But in fairness to her, I didn't start smoking until after we were married. And she said she would have never married me had I smoked before. So I'm glad I waited.
Yeah. Almost broke up with a fiance, Mark, because she smoked cigarettes and pot behind my back.
And look at us now.
Yeah, look at me now.
Yeah.
Look at this table of debauchery.
But isn't that more really an issue of trust than the actual thing that she was doing?
Yeah, and I just had weird problems back then. It was religion and confusion and a lot of things going on in my life, and it infuriated me when I knew that she had smoked. Like, I would leave, and I would threaten to break up with her all the time. Like, it was a huge deal.
That's
and
crazy.
Yeah. That I smoke so much now.
Yeah, I mean, just that. Not that you felt that way, because, like, my wife feels that way. I don't understand it. She doesn't feel quite that way. She's not going to leave me over it.
No.
But
And I wouldn't have left her. I just threatened to all the time, and it made me so mad.
Yeah, it's just so funny that, like, because my wife feels that strongly, I know that she will never in her life smoke a cigarette. So it's funny that someone else who felt that strongly now smokes as much as you do. Both product,
Yeah, but I left the religion and all standards behind all at the same time.
A lot of it's the religion thing, sure. Because
I was stunted.
after
I hadn't
I
done
left
any
religion,
of it.
I feel no reason not to try anything, really. Except for, like, responsibilities at home. But let's say I was completely single, I was a vagabond or whatever like that. I would see no reason. Why not to experiment with every single thing I could experiment?
Yeah, starting with peacocking.
Peacocking, whores, honestly.
Yeah, whores.
Prostitutes. Why not take advantage of?
I don't know. I could never do that. And that's not a standards thing. I just would be too weirded out and couldn't get it up.
Yeah, but I mean, I honestly think I would. Whores, every kind of drug, just whatever. Just drinking constantly. Drink even more than I do now. I could drink all day, every day if if I was rich and single, I guess. Had no responsibility and no car.
Yeah.
Like, I could just drink and just be happy. I honestly don't mind wasting this life. Like, I really don't.
I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Some of the time.
If circumstances were different, if I didn't have, I have a responsibility now to where I can never do that kind of thing. Until after she's all grown up and shit like that.
That's when you try heroin for the first time, the day she moves out of the house.
Yeah, you know what? It happens. 70-year-olds shoot up, and maybe that'll happen. If by some, and I'm going to use the word miracle very callously, if by some miracle I outlive my wife, and Sophie's off on her own and stuff like that, and I'm like 70, I'll fucking start heroin. Who cares?
Yeah.
What's going on? Like, everything's done. You did everything. Hopefully I'll be in a good place and just die high and happy. Man, I am preaching it today.
But no, what if you don't like heroin? That would be
This is that book we were talking about upstairs. This is going to get me my honorary PhD.
Oh, yeah. Honorary PhD.
Yeah.
This right here. Thank you, G.
Life and Times of PJ.
Fight to the finish. Fight, 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 fight. It must have been. It must have been. It must have been a happy time. It must have been. It must have been. It must have been a happy time.